You total it all up, one study says road conditions are costing Kansas drivers $2 billion a year.
Yeah, that's from a National Transportation Research Group that says Wichita drivers are each losing $1,600 a year from driving rough, congested roads. KATE's Chris Frank is live in Northwest Wichita with more on that report and why it's coming out now.
Well, the report's author and those backing the study say Kansas needs to be spending more money on rebuilding bridges like this one and on streets and highways.
It does do damage to our vehicles.
Wichita motorist Patty Arnold says she's quite familiar with some of the bad roads in our area.
And I do feel like we should keep up our infrastructure here.
TRIP, a national transportation nonprofit research group based in Washington, D.C., releasing a report unflattering of Kansas roads and city streets.
According to the TRIP report, statewide, more than 1/3 of Kansas major roads are in either poor or mediocre condition. And here in Wichita, 54%, more than 1 out of every 2 miles that drivers are using are in either poor or mediocre condition.
Kelly says poorly maintained roads are costing motorists by more wear and tear on their vehicles, as well as time and money lost due to congested streets. TRIP is a nonprofit group funded by insurance and construction companies. Kelly says less money spent on road safety features costs Kansans with more fatalities also. The $1,600 a year individual cost to local drivers surprises some motorists.
Because I've always felt like Kansas in general had well-maintained roads.
But the TRIP report says Kansas has fallen behind in recent years due to state money originally earmarked for road work being diverted to plug other state budget potholes. TRIP's report points to the $2.4 billion in highway funds diverted in recent years. And while TRIP's findings paint a dire picture, Kelly says
they'll grow even higher in the future without additional transportation funding.
The study timed to come out before lawmakers return to Topeka next week. The backers of this study hope the governor and the legislature keeps the findings in mind when they're working on the budget. Live in Northwest Wichita, Chris Frank, KATE News.